start. Am I recording it? Oh, I guess I'm recording. I'm recording. Oh, okay. All right. All right, guys. Let's see. How should I do this? Should I just do Oh, I could pause it. This is the Chapter 8 quiz review. Make sure you can fill out the unit circle. Make sure you can convert radians to degrees. Make sure you know what a coterminal angle is, right? Yes. What is a coterminal angle? So easy. Okay, so we got to know our reciprocals. Make sure you copy this down. You know the what the reciprocal cosecant is, what the reciprocal cosine is, and reciprocal tangent. All right, here we go. Unit circle quiz review. So the quiz is filling out the unit circle, right? Yeah. So, remember I said I could do this in about 5 minutes, give or take. So here we go. I'm going to show you very quickly, you guys can do whatever you want, the patterns. I'm going to review what the patterns are. You guys remember what the patterns are? Maybe you can help me with the patterns. But first, let's start with the degrees. I have here at degrees. The big ones, how big is the big one?
30.
30. How big is the little one?
15.
15. So I got 0. Oh.
What the hell?
We go blue. 0. Then I add 30. Then I add 15, which is 45. Then you add 15, which is 60. Then you have 30, which is 90. Then you add 30, which is 120, 15, 135, 15, 150, 30, 180, 30, 210, 15, 225, 15, 240. Why do they only put 239 beans in Irish stew? This is a little bit racist.
What?
But I'll say it anyway. Why do they only put 239 beans in Irish stew? Because if they put in one more, it'd be too farty. Anyway, at 30, I got 270. At 30, I get 300. At 15, I got 315. At 15, I got 330. At 30, I got 360.
Wow.
Okay, let's, I don't know, for the fun of it, x is going to be positive, y is going to be positive in that coordinate, right?
Yeah.
In this quadrant, x is going to be negative, y is going to be positive, right? In this quadrant, x is going to be negative, y is going to be negative. In this quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. Okay, cool. Let's do the coordinates. What did I say? Actually, let's do these. Let's do the easy ones. Let's go 1, 0. Let's go 0, 1. Negative 1, 0. And we got 0, negative 1. Okay. From the center up and down. I don't know how to say it. I always say 3, 2, 1. For the x's, not the y's. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. From the x's, from the center. 3, 2, 1. From the x's, from the center. 3, 2, 1. From the x's, from the center. 3, 2, 1. What's the denominators? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. What goes with the 3? 1. What goes with the 2? 2. What goes with the 1? 3. No problemo. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Let's put in our positives and negatives so we don't forget. X is negative, 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 negative. All negative, 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 and only y's are negative here, negative, negative, negative. How are we doing so far? Seem hard? What's the next thing? What are the next three numbers I need to remember?
6, 4, 3.
6, 4, 3. From the center again, right? 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, and then 6, 4, 3. What's in this quadrant?
I think it's 5.
Pi. Thanksgiving. I eat so much pie over Thanksgiving. I'm just weird. This is pi over 2.
What type of pie?
Apple and pumpkin. That's all we had, but that's all I love it. Subtract 1, right?
Yeah.
2 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi. What's this? Pi. 3 pi over 2. Got to remember that one. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, this is 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Add 1, 7 pi, 5 pi, and 4 pi. How many days a week to go to 7-Eleven?
5 days. Wow.
What's this? 2 pi and 0.
Wow.
Okay, let's do our sines and cosines, right? What is sine?
Y. Positive.
Which one's x, which one's y?
Sine.
Sine is?
Yes, Y.
So, excuse me. That was very rude. Sine is y, cosine's x. The way I remember it is alphabetical. I don't know, this way, because C comes before S, just like X comes before Y. That's how I remember it. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know if that works for anyone except for me. However, everything's positive. Oh, so cosine's positive. What's the reciprocal of cosine? Secant. Sine's positive. What's the reciprocal of sine? Cosecant. And then we also got tan is positive, because what's tan? What over what? Yes, but as far as sine and cosine goes, that's opposite. Yes, but as far as sine and cosine, it is opposite over adjacent. Tangent is sine over cosine. Do you guys remember that? Okay, I didn't know how to ask the question. I probably was asking it bad, but do you guys remember that? Tangent is sine over cosine, which is sine is positive, cosine is positive, positive over positive is a positive. What's the reciprocal of tangent? Cot. Cotangent. Okay, what's positive here?
The Y.
The y, which is sine. What's the reciprocal of sine? You just wrote it down, right? Cosecant. It is weird. What's negative? Cosine. What's the reciprocal of cosine? Secant. Now, what about tangent? Tangent is sine over cosine. Sine is positive. Cosine is negative. What's positive divided by negative? Negative. So we got tan is negative. What's the reciprocal? Cotan. Negative. Sine and cosine, right? Sine, cosine. Both are negative. So let's go sine. What's the reciprocal of sine? Oh, shoot. Thanks, Kevin. What's the reciprocal of sine? Cosecant. Sorry, I can barely fit here. Negative is sine. I know I'm in the way. Cosecant What else is negative? Cosine, right?
Yeah.
Cosine, what's the reciprocal of cosine? Secant. And then what's tangent?
Positive.
Negative sine over negative cosine. Negative divided by negative is a positive. You guys are correct. So I got tan, and the reciprocal of tan is cotan. All right, positive. What do I got? The x's. What's my x's again? Cosine and
No, wrong one.
secant. It's kind of weird, right? Because cosine and secant are reciprocals, but they start with different letters. And then sine and cosecant are reciprocals, and they start with different letters. I don't know. I don't know if that helps or makes it worse. Positive, we got cosine and secant, right? Negative, we got what? Sine and cosecant. And then what about tan? Sine over cosine. Negative over positive is going to be negative. I got tan. I got cotan. What?
Word.
That just happened. Think you could do it?
You gave me another one, and then I'll do it.
You can print it up in the library.
Bruh.
All right. Now, I have some good news and I have some bad news.
What's the bad news?
Do the bad news first.
The bad news is, if you fill this out incorrectly, the rest of your test is going to suck. You know what I mean? The good news is, if you fill it out correctly, the test will be easy. So fill this mother father out correctly. You know what I mean? Oh, did I say that in camera out loud? Oh, shoot. All right. So once you filled it out correctly, there's going to be some questions. You guys have your unit circles out right now? So you have your corrected, filled out unit circle. And I'm going to ask you to find the exact value of cosine of 4 pi over 3. What is cosine again? Starts with an S. It's x. Cosine is x. So everybody look at 4 pi over 3 and tell me what the cosine is by looking at your unit circle. Raise your hand if you know the answer right now. I'm not going to call on you. Just letting you know if I need to move on. Raise your hand if Sensei, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm scared for this test. Okay. Those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I have this little thing up here. Look at here. 4 pi over 3. Can you see it? Look at this. 4 pi over 3. Let me move this thing around here. I got this here. I make it really big. Ho! Hey! Ho! Do you guys see 4 pi over 3 here? Right on your unit circle? Do you see it on your unit circle?
Yeah.
Finding cosine is x, right? Which one of these is x? Negative 1/2 or negative root 3 over 2?
Negative 1.
So guess what? Your answer is negative 1/2. That's all you've got to do. Well, there's going to be more, of course, but I'm showing you one of the questions. No. What's the question asking? What is cosine of 4 pi over 3? I have this listed here so that you know if I'm looking for cosine, I need to look at the x. But if I was asking for sine, then you'd look at the y. This one I'm asking for cosine. Yes? No?
Yes.
Let's do another one, shall we? What is sine 11 pi over 6? Now remember, sine is y. See how I said if you filled out the unit circle incorrectly, you're in big trouble, in little Oxnard? Okay, class, what is sine 11 pi over 6? What is sine 11 pi over 6? I heard people say -1/2, and I'm happy with that answer. It is -1/2 because it's right here. That's my y, right? Can you guys see that far? Foo? What is cosine of 180 degrees? No calculators allowed on this test.
You're right.
You just look at that unit circle and plop that answer down, Jorge. Cosine of -180 degrees. Let's go with Ricardo. What'd you get? Ricardo? No? Cosine of 180 degrees. Talk about it real quick, guys. Make sure you share your answer with your group. What is it? Carter, did you get it? Did anyone in your group help you? Alexandra? Help Carlos out. Ricardo out. Ricardo, what's cosine of 180 degrees? Eyes and ears up here. Please stop talking. I know I said talk in the group. I guess we done talking in the groups? We're done talking in the groups. Ricardo said cosine of 180 degrees is -1. Do we get it? Is that good enough? Let's move on. Calculate two coterminal angles, one positive and one negative for the following. What's that? What is a coterminal angle? That's a reference angle. Do you guys remember? Should I do a quick lesson on coterminal angles? Let's do one, shall we? Look here. Hey, homies. Or what? Do you guys want to talk about it? Or should I talk about it? Raise your hand if you want to talk about it with your groups. Look it in your notes. Raise your hand. Okay, go for it. No, I don't know. Oh, raise your hand if you want me to talk about it. Okay, you guys have a minute to talk about it. Okay, so you guys remember, just real quick, coterminal angles are going to be like here. So if I have an angle here that's, let's say it's 50 degrees, right? That means I went from here to here. I did that little thing. But remember, the angles can spin, right? And then if it spins one whole time in this direction, I got another angle, we'll call it angle red, that is, looks like it's equal, but it's how much bigger? 360 degrees bigger. So how do you figure that one out? Add 360 to 50, you get 410, blah, 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 blah. What if I went in the green direction? What if I went this way? Subtract 360, and you'll have your negative angle, right? So basically, long story short, Add 360 to get your positive, subtract 360 to get your negative. Huh? So, I don't know. What a pain. Got to add them up. Let's see. 360 plus 87. 447 degrees. Did you guys get that? If I add 360, 447 degrees. Now, if I subtract 360, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 360 and I'm going to subtract 87 and then make it a negative. Yeah, very good. 6, 15, 7, 273. Did I get my calculations right? Now for this one, I'm going to add 360. If I add 360, what am I really going to do if I'm adding a positive and a negative? You're going to subtract and then make it negative, right? 360 minus 63. Because they're different. You have positive and negative, they're going to make it smaller. I got 10, I got 7, I got 6, 5, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 9, 2, negative, no, that'll be positive 297 degrees. And then to get the negative, did I subtract it incorrectly?
No.
Now to subtract it, if I'm subtracting 360, they're both negative, so you add the negative to the negative, right? So I got, let's see, 360 plus 63. I'm going to add those up. 3, 2, 1, negative 423 degrees. What do you guys think of this review so far?
Helping me. Wait, that's what we write it?
My recording. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Woo. Convert to radians. Go ahead and try that. Put the answers up. You guys have the answers? Look at 4 pi over 9, 3 pi over 2.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that? Make sure you simplify it all the way. Does anyone need me to do this?
No.
I'm doing it anyway. I don't even know why I asked. I'm not doing it anyway for the recording. All right. So, 80 degrees. 80 degrees. What do I multiply it by? Pi over 180 degrees. The zeros cancel out and the degrees cancel out because I'm dividing by 10. So I can write this as 8 pi over 18, and then both divisible by 2, 4 pi over 9. I divide by 2. Okay, 270 degrees times pi over 180, both divisible by 10, and then 27 and 18 are both divisible by 9, also 3, but we can go bigger. 9 is, 27 divided by 9 is 3 pi, 18 divided by 9 is 2. That's all you've got to do. All right. If I'm going to ask you to convert to radians, what else do you think I'm going to ask you to do? Convert to degrees. Can we just all get along?
No.
Hey, homies. Jorge asked a question. Can we unit circle it? If it's on the unit circle, what can I say? You know what I mean? But just make sure you know how to do it. If you see it, if you know, this isn't the quiz. You know what I mean? What if you pop it on the unit circle here, but then on the quiz you're all, what the hell? It's not on the unit circle. Do 180 divided by 4 first. 180 divided by coterminal, which is 45, right? And then 45 times 7. I'm going to pause it while you guys are working on this. I'm putting the answers up. Yo! 315 degrees, 120 degrees. Can I show you how I would do this?
Yes.
As a super smart person?
Yeah. Wait, not as smart as your wife, though.
Oh my gosh, no way. I'm not really that smart. Okay, so, dude, I'm a high school math teacher. Come on, give me a break. 7 pi over 4 times what? I want to change it to degrees, so I put the degrees on top over pi. Okay, let's see. Simplify, right? Instead of multiplying 7 times 180 and then dividing by 4, I'm going to divide 180 by 4 first. So it's smaller, right? Now, I know that 180 divided by 2 is 90, and 90 divided by 2 is going to be 45. But if you don't know that, 180 divided by 4. 4 goes into 18 4 times. 4. Remember we did this? Remember we did this in class? We've done a lot of stuff together.
Wow. Makes us best friends.
We are best friends. So I get 45. So then this is, so 180 divided by 4 is 45. So now all I have to do is do 45 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry the 3. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3 is 31. So we got 315 degrees. All right. 2 pi over 3 times 180 over pi. Okay, same thing. Hey, yo, what's 180 divided by 3? I don't know, but what's 18 divided by 3? 6. So 180 divided by 3 is 60. So then this becomes 60. And what's 2? Oh, I'm sorry, the degrees is still there. What's 2 times 6? What's 2 times 60? 120 degrees. Yes, no? Divide first. Do you guys know who this is?
No, who is that guy?
Mr. Noodle. No, Mr. Noodle. No, you guys don't remember that?
I know you do, but I didn't know it was a real guy.
Yeah, it's a real guy.
You should watch the video.
Hey, wait. I'm not done. I'm not done. I have one more thing that you guys must know how to do. And I'm going to show it to you. Even though you think I'm done. I'm not. I don't know if I'll review this, but can you guys do this? Yes, I already heard a yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
Can you do that?
Yes, sir. I forgot of that. Is that going to be on the extra board?
Maybe.
Wait, let me try.
I pretend it is.
Let me try. Let me give it a try.
Da 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 da. I should have recorded myself doing karaoke
You should.
and put it online. I think I would have got a lot of hits. I think I could have quit I think I'd be a YouTuber with my karaoke. All right. Hey, yo, homies. All you have to remember for this is, I'm doing a little triangle here. I don't know if you can see it. Remember, 30 is x, this is 2x, and this is x root 3, right? You guys remember that? So if I give this, I multiply by 2, but if I want to go from here to here, what do I do? Divide by 2. What is 1 divided by 2? Yeah. And then go from here to here, what do I do? Multiply by the square root of 3? Which is what? But these are the numbers on the unit circle anyway, right? Because the unit circle is 1 unit for the radius. Bang, 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 bang. For this triangle, right triangle, I got x, I go x root 2. To go from here to here, I multiply by root 2. What do I do from here to here? What do I do? Divide by root 2, right? So this is 1 divided by root 2. Do you need to calculate this? No. I won't need you to calculate it because I think you should know it in your head. However, because it's a 45, 45, 90 and a 30, 60, 90 triangle, I can't have a square root in the denominator. So what do I do? Oh, yeah, boy. You guys see what I'm doing here? Did you get root 2 over 2? And, oh, if this is x, this is x. So what's this?
Oh, yeah.
That's all you got to do. YouTube star. I'm trying to be a YouTube star. I think that'd be funny, right? Yelling at the, breaking the third wall. All right, you guys at home. Get rid of that Twinkie and start doing some jumping jacks. Yeah! Ho, ho, and reach for the sky. Reach for the sky and strength, and strength. Squeeze those glutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right, we're done. I think we're done. We're done. Are we done? Okay.